Hi there, Ardella. I'm just looking at your ads here. Um, and one of the first things I noticed is when I was looking at your clock, it seemed a little like it was selected kind of in a rough way. And so I was trying to search for a clock to kind of show you how I thought the clock would look good on the background. And I'm pretty sure I found the original image. Um, which is this one. And I feel like this one looks a lot more realistic with the shadow in the background and how it's actually placed there. So I was wondering what your thought process was for selecting this and then putting it on a similar background. Um, I feel like it looks much more complete and cohesive and less visually jarring with the shadows and kind of being placed on the background. And you kept the background the same, so that was a little bit confusing. So I would probably just use this image instead, as opposed to just putting it on the same background. Um, and then use these scissors in a way that would be different. So maybe you would use the scissors to try to kind of cut this in half or something. Um, or maybe you just try to, let's see, what's your cut through time? Cutting your time in half or something. Maybe that could be the slogan, and you could have the scissors cutting into this, like maybe half of the scissor is in front and then the other half is kind of going behind it. So you would just need to select part of the scissor and delete it. Watch your spelling of things. Through is spelled wrong. So I would probably try to tighten up the slogan here. And figure out some way to really make sure it's directly applying. So cut through time. What does that mean exactly? Do you mean um, your your tasks are taking half as long, or does it mean I don't know, cut through time seems like it could just be cleared up a little bit. Okay, so think through what you're exactly saying with the slogan. These scissors do what? Scissors so fast they take half the time. Or scissors with a longer blade so they cut more quickly. Cut your time in half, maybe. That would be good. Cut your time in half. And then your body copy, which you need to have, um, let me pull that up. Then you need to have your slogan, your slogan slash your headline, which is the same thing, 1 to 2 sentences of body copy, and then your call to action. So maybe your body copy could be something like new Fisker scissors with a longer blade make every cut matter. And then available now at your local office supply store. Okay, so right now you just have the headline, you don't have the body copy. Your logo looks good. Your colors look good. I do not like really either of these fonts because they're those default ones and I see them so much. They just get really old. So I would encourage you to jump on a font download site. For example, you could use defont.com and select a basic sans serif, and then you can mix it up with some kind of nice handwritten script or even a nice just a nice serif. Okay, so I think that would really help. Don't choose something like this that looks kitschy, but like this could be good. But don't I, timeless, something like that. Any of those could be good, or some of these nice scripts could be good as well. Okay, so honing in with a good selection on your type is going to make a really big difference. Remember size. This does not need to be that big. This needs to be pretty tiny, like real tiny underneath here. I would probably move your logo down here to the right hand and then have available at your office supply store underneath that, like maybe size 9 or 10 font. And then your headline and your slogan up here in contrasting fonts, contrasting colors, cutting your time in half, new scissors, whatever exact slogan you come up with, but up here. Okay, you're thinking along the right lines to have it left aligned. I would maybe not split this short of a headline in half. I might have it run all the way across and then have the body copy underneath it justified would look really good. Okay, and then keep on working on having these two images actually interact together to send that non-literal message. This one play around with as well. It's a little bit more straightforward because it's smaller, but this one's maybe a little bit better with the placement than this one, which is still a little more awkward. Okay, so keep on honing and fine tuning those things. You're on the right track. Just got to tighten it up a bit. All right, thanks, Ardella.